I used to run. I ran a lot. That was my form of exercise. About 8 years ago, I started limping. I looked like I had cerebral palsy when I would walk. All my shoes had the part of the toe, the big toe, they would get worn out from dragging my foot. I know people looked at me like, what is wrong with this woman? She's got something wrong with her, obviously. I had heard about Dr. Osborne from some friends and been wanting to go to him for a couple years, but just kept putting it off and putting it off. And a patient of his, which is a friend of mine, I kept seeing her at Whole Foods every now and then, and she would tell me what happened with her, and I would tell her about my family, and she's like, oh, you need to go to Dr. Osborne. And so we came to see Dr. Osborne. About that time that I came to see him, I do a lot of reading. And I happened to get an allergy magazine. It happened to have an article in it about gluten ataxia, a woman that had a gait problem that was related to gluten. And so when I came to see Dr. Osborne for my son, I think on the second visit, I asked him, could this possibly be that? And he said, yes. And I wasn't even his patient. He hadn't even seen me yet. And sure enough, after about a month on the diet, my foot is probably 50% improved. Things that I just thought were aging are going away. And that's why I started keeping a list of things, because it was so unbelievable that this was happening. After we saw Dr. Osborne and we got the test back, and I started reading the list of what could possibly be affected by gluten and grain. It's not just gluten, it's grain, which I've come to learn. My husband and I both looked at us like, this is a bunch of whatever. There's no way all this stuff, can be affected by that. I mean, it's kind of everything. I've been having this go on in my body for all this time, and I never realized what was going on. I just thought it was aging. I've written down a sheet of paper with all the things I've noticed that are going away now that I just took it for granted. I can walk and people aren't staring at me. The arthritis pain has significantly gone down. I have all over arthritis that has greatly improved. I'm out walking my dogs. I'm sure it was at least 3.5 miles today, not a problem at all. I feel very blessed that he's here. I feel very blessed.